Hello everyone, welcome back to another Albion Online video, and once again, we are going to be breaking Albion's economy. Wait, are we going to be breaking Albion's economy this time? Well, today we are gathered here to go over the Christmas event, which is called Uncle Frost Returns to Albion. Now, this event will be here for the next 2 weeks, and it brings us a lot of things. Being the best part, the new section of a dungeon. This is where Uncle Jeff shows up, and Uncle Jeff is not your average uncle.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Now, he's trying to kill you, but he drops pretty good loot. In this case, it drops these 4 items on the bottom bar: the snowball, the Santa's hat, the present chest, and the Yule stag. Now, all of these rewards are pretty good. However, the one we're looking for is the 4th one, the Yule stag. That's currently is listed for 35 million silver on the Europe server.
Whoa.
And there is a very sneaky way we can guarantee or we can speed up the process of getting this. And it pretty much guarantees you a free premium if you do unlock it in a dungeon. Now, this event got released today or tomorrow depending on when you watch it, so it means that everything is super new and expensive. So if you want to grind something, this is the best time for you to do it. Now, without further ado, what exactly are we going to be doing in order to maximize our chances of getting this? It has been a couple of years since this was possible, and I think this is an exploit or kind of a glitch. But what we're going to be doing is we are going to be speedrunning the dungeons. Gotta go fast. What do I mean by this? Well, in a normal dungeon, what is going to happen is you're going to require to kill all the mobs before a chest in order to open that chest in specific. Now, on this event, the items, they don't drop into a chest, they drop into a mob pouch. So one of those things that drops when one of the mob dies. So why is this important? Well, it basically means that we are not required to do any mobs. So we can just fast forward the entire dungeon until we find the mob room. We kill the mob, in this case Uncle Jeff.
Who are you?
My name is Jeff.
And it drops the pouch with the items. And we're pretty much going to be rinse and repeating this process until we get our mounts. Now, this might seem a little bit complicated, but it's fairly easy. So the first thing we're going to be requiring is one good set, so we can fast forward the dungeon and we don't die to mobs. In this case, I used a bear paw set with assassin jacket, scholar cow, royal sandals, Tedford cape, and then probably the most important 2 things, which are the cabbage soups, which increase my healing and regeneration, and poisons, which also makes me kill the Uncle Jeff faster. So, now that we have the set already, the next thing we're going to be requiring is where exactly are we going to be doing the dungeons? Well, there are 1,000 different places that you can do dungeons, but it's very important that you keep in notice that the higher the zone, the more chances it is of dropping the skins. This meaning that if you do it on a blue zone, the odds of you finding it are way slimmer than if you do it on a T8 zone. So the first thing we're going to be requiring to do is we are going to utilize the safe portal. Now this will take us to anywhere in the black zone, but ideally we want to find either tier 7s or tier 8 zones away from the portal. Why is that? Because the further away we are from the portal, the more safe we are in terms of getting dungeon dove, because we really don't want to find anyone diving our dungeons. So the next thing that's important to know is you know which map, where are you going to find your dungeons? So what I was doing to maximize my speed is I was always using a map. So I was popping one tier 8 elder map, and what I would do is I would go towards that, and any dungeons I found along the way, I would get in, check them really quick, and A out when needed. Something else that's important for you to know is when should you be A out. Now, there's currently a misconception that says that spawns or these boss rooms only spawn in the first floor of the dungeon. However, this is not the case, and you can find them at any part of the dungeon. Now, in my case, I mostly found them in the first, second floor, and it was always the first boss room of that same floor. Now, this is by no means any generalization, so please consider checking the whole entire dungeon and just A out when you see the final boss. Now, you'll be very tempted to do the bosses because sometimes you'll find a legendary epic chest. You can do them as well, but for the sake of this video, I was simply just trying to find the Yule skin, so I just disregarded everything besides the Uncle Jeff boss rooms. Now, finding the dungeons itself, it was fairly easy. I could pretty much within every 10-15 seconds find another dungeon, but in order for me to find the boss rooms, the specific ones for Boss Jeff, it was a little bit harder, and pretty much 1 out of every 4 dungeons I went to had one. So the odds were pretty good and I had pretty good luck when doing this. However, my luck in order to find the skin, in this case the Yule stag, was very bad. It took me roughly 4 hours to do, which is a lot of hours if you're simply just looking for one item in specific. I did a total of 41 boss rooms, which only one of them gave me the Yule skin, but I did get a bunch of hats, a bunch of presents, and a bunch of pine trees for the Christmas event. Now, this is by no means one of the best ways to calculate how much odds it were to find, but if I did 41 attempts, it means that we had a 2.43% chance of getting the skin. But again, I might have been pretty unlucky or pretty lucky depending on the viewpoint of, well, the person. This being said, it basically made me 28 to 30 mil. I haven't sold it because I'm going to keep it, but if I were to sell it, I would probably sell it for anywhere of these values, not in the market, of course.
You serious?
So make sure to abuse this event because it won't last forever. It only lasts 2 weeks. And something else that you can do in order to make a lot of money is, if you have the option, consider saving yourself a couple of these skins, as they value very much across the year. They are only here for 2 weeks, and after that, the only people that will have access to them are people that are selling them or holding them. They tend to go up in value, and again decrease the next Christmas event. So it's a great way and place to invest. This being said, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. If not, I hope you guys have a lovely Christmas. I hope you guys spend time with your family, and if you're not celebrating, I hope you enjoy the holidays you may have. That's it. Thank you so much, and as usual, Nendys out.